Welcome to my channel. This is the Rhino Purple Antidote channel. All right, here we go. The copyright's over 2 minutes. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, and scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by the Copyright Act statute that might otherwise maybe infringing nonprofit educational tips, balance, and fair use. All right, y'all. Y'all know why I'm here. All right. I'm here to speak. We have a voice for the voiceless. Okay. Yeah, I know the title is for the street performer and entertainer, Jordan Neely, once was Michael Jackson impersonator. All right. Okay. Long story short. Like Jordan Neely, he used to perform as a Michael Jackson impersonator, but along his way, some things happened to him. When he was born, he was like, anyway, kind of autistic a little bit, maybe a lot, well, maybe a little. I think something happened to his mother. Long story short, he became mental ill, everybody kind of like knew him in certain sections on that subway train. He was very well known, but he was mentally challenged, and some things happened where he got arrested 40 times. All right. So, okay, to have a voice for the voiceless. All right. Speaking of that, arrested 40 times. For me, I had mentally, vagrant people coming up with me all the time, asking me for change and stuff. But I always vigilant about things that they do. And all right, like sometimes, I ask you questions and stuff, and you can't really understand what they're trying to get at. you can tell that they like outbursts, like mentally impaired people, they have very short attention spans, and they are like totally suffer with ADHD. They might have outbursts at any time. All right. And, they're saying like they really need something. Yeah, some of them, like drug addicts, alcoholics. But majority of them, they be begging for money to get food. And sometimes like 99.9% of them are like scammers, They're like 1% or 2%, 2 to 5%. But the original ones, they always beg money for food. They're like legitimate. Uh, you know, call them. I call them strollers for money. That's a new word. The stroll people. Call them strollers. All right. Like all the strollers that come in with me. They're beg for money and stuff. Sometimes you get to them, sometimes you don't. But the majority of them, they're gonna come out and say, "You have some money, buy some food." Okay. If you see them every day, every other day, and they keep telling you, you get some money for food. Like sometimes might be a red flag. Like, do you ever eat? You think it's scamming or whatever? Like I said, some of them do. You have to watch, the strollers, But that doesn't make them, like crocodiles or sharks. But some of them, they are they be addicted, All right. Okay. Let's get into it. Jordan Neely. And for the Nordic type, Neo Marine, you went too far. Somebody your caliber, somebody that's been all over the world, you already know when enough is enough. All right? For you already know how to assess the person to see that he's not an advantage to you. Jordan Neely was maybe probably like 160, 155. Very slim and kind of like sickly mental stere patient, my person. And people with mental impairments like that, they're going to have like outbursts. And I see that all the time. And for me, they come, close, like might be in a convenience store, corner store, gas station, grocery store. People they're gonna make outbursts, they're gonna be fussing with their family members. it might bump into you, like somewhere. But just got a bump into you and they make outbursts. You see them. Like some of them get a little rowdy. It don't make you want to go up to them and grab them in the vice lock, chokehold. We call the death lock. You understand what I'm saying? It's like the M&A fighter, the illegal lock that they do. If they're doing it illegal, the ref gonna stop them. I call it the vice lock. It's like you're pinned in the device. You can't really get no air or nothing. So, right here, to whatever the guy name, the assailant. I meant to say, yeah, I'm gonna call him assailant. Yeah. Don't you know after 3 minutes, it's time for you to stop because some things going on with that person. Number one, either he stopped breathing, unconscious. If you did a legal control lock, he's unconscious. If you did illegal vice lock, where he like asphyxiated up here, there's some stuff going on around here. He number one, he's like in a coma. You can say he's brain dead, So for you, being in the world renowned Marine, been over the world, you know who's what when it comes to offensive maneuvers. Number one, the public subway is a public place. In public places in America, you got the right to have freedom in that place to a certain extent. No matter what you do, you're still liable of your rights. Just because he's screaming out, "I'm hungry," that is his freedom of expression. So you've just violated all of his rights and coming up to him. You should have waited for the proper authorities to contain him. And if any other people around him, like a security guard, a subway security guard, if you didn't pull the hand off of his neck, you're going to be charged with accessory to manslaughter, or maybe capital one, cap one. If you didn't take that Marine hand off your customer, okay, he in your hands while they're driving. You're there to protect not only the subway train, but passengers. So if you stand over him and let him illegally choke him out for 3 to beyond, you already know you took up CPR classes. You already know the limit of breath is gone. When you swim it, is for some people it's 3 minutes. Some people it's like 10 minutes. Like divers, like in Samoa and different places, those people can stay down for 10 minutes, almost 20 minutes. They have condition their lungs. Some more divers, they can stay down for a long time. You're seeing it on the Discovery Channel. But back to you. So you have invaded the man's space. You have illegally ambushed him and came up to him while he expressing his rights of expression, freedom of speech. Even though he was outbursting, he was letting people know that he was flabbergasted, famished, and hungry. You don't know if at that time that maybe he was so famished that he needed water, because if they got ADHD, they can say, I'm hungry, and they really need water. Yeah, they don't know. They're like ADHD, they mentally impaired, Not all people with ADHD are mentally impaired. All right. So what are you trying to achieve in being a public vigilante? So you think you Bernard Guest or something like that? It wasn't even that kind of party, So the people, like the authority figures standing around, they didn't make no extra effort to like snip your hand off. So they are going to be charged with accessory to public homicide. So they're charged with accessory. So you already know the handbook. They didn't rip their hand off of your hand. Put their hand out and just get it off of there. Because number one, the longer you choke him out, that make you to become like not a helper. You become like a assailant. So it's not like he was trying to detain like a bullhog or something. If he was, you'd be ripping shreds. But you're trying to detain 155-pound, 5'10", 30-year-old ADHD person that's adult that suffer from autism, weakly human being. With you, you're in the prime of your life. You don't have no ailments. You're part of the armed forces of America. You're in the prime of your life. So you've just put the armed forces with a check mark, making them look bad. So right here. So are you a part of those people? You might be part of any kind of radical neo-Nazism Now you're part of the skinheads. You never know. Are you a domestic glorified left wing terrorist? Okay, number two. Over here, as in teenagers in America, of my kind, they do dumb stuff. I'm aware of that. But, so, in my community, we don't condone the thing you just did. All right? We don't set out to attack helpless, impaired, ADHD, mentally impaired African Americans. All right? We don't do that. So, read my lips. If I was near you, maybe your wrist would be sliced. God would have sliced your wrist. You probably bled out on the floor. Because you freaking murderer. All right? How you feel about that? Divorce for divorceless. So, what was he doing so bad that you have to hold him in a vice lock for 15 minutes, choking, struggling like a wild boar? He was kicking. So, like I said, the workers on that train, they're going to be charged with accessory to a homicide. All right? Okay? You don't just bend down and touch somebody's hand as you see them murdering them to the last ounce of breath. To the lazy, low down, dirty son of a bitch worker on the subway train, go to hell. Like I said, on this end, I'm a voice for the voiceless. All right? You don't know me like that. All I can say is, use the low down, dirty son of a bitch. All right? Okay? How can you witness somebody murdering somebody in cold blood in the public? How can you just touch their hand, not bring on force to rip their hands apart? Just because somebody's screaming, making a commotion, disturbing the peace in public, and you let them murder the person in front of you while you're standing over them, you are going to be charged with accessory to a murder, a public lynching. All right? Even if the person was black, choking out a black person, same way. I don't give a damn what color he was. Even the person was a black person choking out a white person. He was mentally impaired. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna rip his hand off of him. See his fingernails, they're gonna come barreling in his eyes or something like that. You don't see me nervous, shaking. You don't see nothing coming out of my voice. No nervousness. Look at my hands. Nothing. Lips not trimming. I'm telling you the truth. All right. You might see some sweat because sweat bring on anger, you know? The volume of energy inside of your body, the latent energy that, like you're mad. Like I just said, on our end, we don't witness nobody of our color killing nobody in cold blood. Why you can do something? Fuck all the damn laws and stuff. We give a fuck about that. Okay? Somebody need to be alive. Just because they spew something out of their mouth. Forget about the political correct shit. Somebody is dying in front of you, right? It could have been anybody. It could have been somebody 80 years old, somebody checking out. Could have been public official, doctor, Supreme Court judge. Hell, it could have been a fucking president. Excuse me. Facebook. What are you gonna do? Just stand there? Just let him murder somebody in cold blood? I'm not. You're gonna see all these fingernails coming inside of you. Then we're gonna be battling. Nice. So back when I would have been like hesitant because when you're younger, you want to protect yourself. Like, oh, I'm not gonna fight him. I'm at a disadvantage. I'm in the wrong spot. I don't got no weapons on me. You know the person gonna do something to you. At my age now, I don't give a fuck. Either you gonna die, or I'm gonna die. Okay? I'm gonna fight you to the bloody end of my life. You don't know what I'm gonna do to you. When right is right, you gotta stand up for yourself. You gotta throw everything out of the window. Can't be no damn coward. Every person that know how to fight, they gotta be able to take a scar. If they don't take a scar, they're not a damn fighter. So I listen to all these damn rappers and stuff. They promote violence, all right? Not all rappers, you know, they got great rappers out there. But rappers are damn cowards, all right? Like I said, I know teenagers do dumb shit. Shoot each other, fight each other, pick at each other. Like you might not have expensive tennis shoes. They might have expensive tennis shoes. But the person that don't have expensive shoes, bust them in the lip, beat the hell out of them, take away the tennis shoes, then what? It's only material things. You just got your ass kicked by the person that don't got tennis shoes, expensive tennis shoes. But back to the adult stuff. Divorces. All right. The guy, street performer in New York, he needed to be alive. All right. But New York, listen to what I'm telling you. For the mayor of New York, He's a freaking asshole. I seen him on the thing talking about he got rush to judgment. Ain't nothing to rush to. There's a dead man in the subway. To the New York mayor, it's a fucking asshole. They even say that. What you gonna rush to judgment for? I'm not gonna rush to judgment. I'm gonna let the authorities handle it. There ain't nothing for the authorities to handle. There's a fucking dead man that was strangled on the public subway train. He's dead. A mentally impaired human being that had mental issues. Yeah, issues that on that day of hunger, thirst, and impairment. And he was a public disturbance on that day. But you, the New York mayor, is a fucking asshole. You know that? That's what an asshole would say. You're a public official, so you deserve a public expletive straightening. You can't take that. What I just called you, you cannot take that because you are a weakling. You can't say nothing. These days, somebody be totally depressed. Somebody with your power of the great Gotham City says, I'm not going to rush to judgment. I'll let the officials. There ain't nothing for the officials to do right now. The man is dead. So either you got your statement wrong or you got something wrong. So you're saying you're in agreement with the Marine of murdering the mentally impaired public nuisance African American. Just come out and say it. To you, he's nothing but a vagrant, a street person, a bum, a loser, nothing. He's street trash. To you, the New York City mayor, get your statement right. For me, it's my right, freedom of speech. That is my perception of you. I'm not attacking you. I'm critiquing you. You are a public official. You are made to be critiqued. You are held in office by the public. Mm-hmm. You could have had better words for that situation for a state as large amount of people, all of the African Americans in New York. You could have had a better statement than that. So you just don't give a damn about black people. Like Kanye West said, George Bush don't like black people. I'm going to say the New York mayor don't like black people. All right? What about that? So you, man, you don't live in the third world no more. We're not in 1945. Don't you see that you got streaming social content creator, journalists streaming at you. You're like streaming surgeons. Well, you don't think you made a mistake. They go over it from day to day to day and say, hey, what he said, they go out over with his precision. One thing that you did, you need correctness. You need to correct that. You're not going to be a rush to judgment over a mentally impaired dead man. So where were your robot dogs when this man was dying? Where were the dogs at? Dogs, they can fit in the subway train. So where were the dogs at? Where were the ditty doggies? You know what? All the mirrors I know, where I'm from, and how they corrupt as you, and they're speaking. Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't think the average mayor would have said that. But that representative lady came on there. I forgot who the lady was. She said it was a homicide. All right. Don't you see the emotions? You know this happened 4 days ago. The raw emotions is boiling at the top. It's like, for you, it's like, I don't give a damn. Just another dirty, mentally impaired bum on the street. Black man, get rid of him. That's how perception that I perceive. Mm-hmm. If I was the mayor, I would say to the people, I'm sorry for the live, gruesome content that you witnessed on the subway train. You have my condolence to the people. I'm sorry for the thing that happened, and I would like to give my warm condolence to the people. I know a very national incident has happened in my city. And I'm working with the property authorities to get down to both sides of the situation. But even though everything was filmed on camera, and we have to work it out. I'm neutral in the situation. You don't just get on there and say you're dominant on one side, you're less dominant on the other side. A rush to judgment means that you're for a person that killed a person. So what kind of public official are you? All right? might not even hear this or see it because I'm not very popular. And, description wise, but I know a lot of people copy my stuff. I already know that. I'm on point with that. It's very powerful YouTubers. Look at my stuff. And when I watch them, they say the stuff that I have saying because I have great content. I'm fine with that. I know they do. On the top one at this time, I know he watch it secretly. People know. Yep. But it's all good. But anyway, back to you. The mayor of cities, or they're like the Pope of the city. They come to you for the answers, guidance, spiritual, emotional, financial, whatever else. They look for you to steer the city in the proper place. But you know what? For you got elected. Some people around me call you some of the worst names on earth. I told them, don't do that. Don't call the man of his descent out of his name. Yep. Kind of like defending this mayor. I don't even freaking live in New York. But these black people call you all sorts of names. Everything except a child of God. I had to back away from that. I'm not that kind of person. But when you make me angry and I see wrong over right, then I don't really like you that much. But I got sense not to sabotage a person to his wits' end. But you know that these black people in America very harsh on you. They ain't live in America. How about that? Some very evil people. I mean, it's evil, harboring evil sayings towards you. It's totally unbelievable. How can you defame a person of that stature? They did it though. I didn't really agree with it. But right now, kind of like angry, you know? Yep. Trying to speak up for the voiceless, you know? Person that wouldn't harm a fly. But he did attack older person through his mental impairment. And he punched some lady, probably trying to get money out of her, get food or whatever. That was bad. But right now, I'm gonna say the person that choked the man out, he was at the point of no return. What he did, He's a bloody vampire. As I saw on the film, when he was choking him out, he had a smirk on his face. He was laughing. Like, I'm going to kill this black son of a... You know what? Okay? Mm-hmm. You see, ain't no people in the chat. Because they freaking assholes. They don't take up for themselves. Or their own culture. Not all of them. But they're like assholes. But once this video stops and I put it out on the comments, they're going to be cowards and rip everything I say. And the protection wise, that dead person, mentally impaired, autistic, Subway entertainer, Jordan Neely. They're cowards, you know? They're not going to say nothing in front of you. They're freaking cowards. Mm-hmm. But, I'll tell you right now, if I would have saw that, that person, he'd have been in a freaking coma. I would have gave it back to him. Got to choke him out for murdering somebody to death in cold blood. Mm-hmm. Yep. Man. See the New York Mirror. Like I said, it's freaking asshole. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I took up for it, man. Like, whatever. If he only knew, a lot of damn black people talk about him like a dog. Mm-hmm. I ain't said nothing about it, man. But now I do. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's the immature stuff that came out of his mouth. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, think of mine. Hold on. 1 minute. But this white lady, she's some kind of representative from New York. Yeah, she's a brunette. She's clearly said that man is a murderer. The thing that happened on the subway train is a homicide incident. Matter of fact, I'm gonna end this video, get this phone, let y'all see this lady. I gotta give props to that lady. Hold on a minute. Then I'm out. Okay? All right, y'all. Y'all by the witness. Y'all by the witness why you shouldn't vote for certain people. They turn out to be a-holes, all right? Okay? There's Like Kanye said, George Bush don't care about black people. At that time, there was some stuff happened with the war, I think. Something had happened. Oh, that Hurricane Katrina. That's what happened. Yeah. Kanye West, emotions was boiling over to the top. He can't freaking take it no more. I think that was it. So, when he won the Grammy, and he started doing the speech, he got there and said, George Bush don't care about black people. He's the man emotions got the best of him. I think he wanted to break out in tears, man. So he could do the closest thing. So he didn't really have to say it, but man, emotions were boiling over. He said, if I don't say it, nobody gonna say it. You know, he don't got nothing against George Bush. Hell, he could like damn George Bush. But his damn emotions were boiling over to the top. He said it for the people of Hurricane Katrina. All right. He had a voice for the voiceless. All right, let me see if I can find it. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I'm out of here. Okay? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. And I'm gonna let y'all go. It's just on the phone right here. I don't think I can pull it up. You don't get much on this freaking phone. You ain't gonna pull up everything you witness on the phone, but on your computer, it'll pick up everything, like your history. But on your phone, you have to go like to the studio. So okay, I'm gonna let y'all see it. Show you I'm not lying. Okay, now in NYC mayor got a press conference. Man, nobody want to see that. So now he got a press conference after all. I bet that's some kind of shady press conference, you know? I ain't pull it up. I ain't gonna pull that up. I just want to see where he said about the subway train. You don't got this up here? Hold on, y'all. Okay, I can't really find y'all. I got it, y'all. Let y'all see this right here. So, wait, hold on. Okay, I'll show it.
There is a secret equity program in all 50 states for homeowners
Try
that
it,
is
y'all.
giving $185,000 benefit.
Dramatic video shows a subway altercation that turned deadly.
And now, the medical examiner has determined Jordan Neely's death was a homicide. Fox 5's Briella Tomasetti joins us now from Soho with the details. Good morning, Briella.
Y'all heard that?
Yeah, Dan and Deshani, police haven't released too many details about this incident, but cops arrived here, they say, after they got reports of a physical fight. Upon further investigation, police found that 30-year-old Jordan Neely got into some kind of verbal dispute with a 24-year-old Marine veteran who is the person appearing to put him in a chokehold in the following video. The video.
I ain't gonna show it, y'all. I ain't gonna show the video. I'm just trying to get to the mirror. I ain't gonna show it, y'all. So, I'm telling you, I ain't see none of this stuff right here. How did I know it was a freaking homicide? I ain't seen none of this stuff, man. My eyes and experience, I knew it was a homicide. It's terrible. So now, they had already bumped heads together. Maybe the guy was impaired near him, each other. The guy was already mentally impaired, hungry. But anyway, I'm not editing this damn video. I'll just go over it a little bit. Ain't leaving none of this stuff out. I'm telling you what I seen about what the mayor said. I really don't care. I'm not trying to attack nobody. I'm just telling you the words that came out of his mouth. All right? Like I just said, he said he wasn't rushed to judgment. So, for all you black people out there, so you better be rushed to judgment to staying vigilant and protecting yourself. Not no vigilantism. Just be vigilant when you go outside. All right? That's for anything and anybody. Stop being soft targets, no matter what area you're in. Good area, bad area, don't matter. Things can happen to you. Just be vigilant. Don't be too freaking nice. People persuade you. They can be trying to make you fight them, choke you out, allegedly. I'm just saying that, choke you out. So, now the man had a press conference. What did he have a press conference now? Even the police said it was homicide. Like I said, there's nothing to rush to. He shouldn't have said that out of his mouth. All right. I think it was some really still, cold-blooded words, But when you're in politics, everything is iron, cold, blooded steel. But if you're in San Francisco, that would have in San Francisco, the mayor would have said totally different thing. He probably said, "Yes, I'm very aware of the situation, and get back to you once I go over things with proper authorities." All right. Once you say rush to judgment, I mean you're trying to say somebody right and somebody is wrong. We're not condoning no violence against people in New York for nobody. But things happen in New York that shouldn't happen. People, African American descent, they kill each other. They walk up on somebody, they shoot them in the head. Mm-hmm. And that's where you should. I'm not gonna rush to judgment. That's when you say, I am rushing to judgment. It's freaking homicide. Mm-hmm. But when somebody randomly murders somebody and live streaming film on the subway around a whole lot of public people where people can do something, it's a public lynching. And nobody helped. Like even the proper authorities, you don't say the cuffs first. You try to restrain both of the people, the assailant and the non-assailant. You don't just let them free reign and continue to assault. Because in so many minutes, the assailant and the perpetrator and the offensive and the defensive, the offensive become the criminal. Like in a soft situation. Soft instances as that is a mentally disturbed person, running around, blobbling around. Somebody walk behind him, ambush him, put him in the vice lock. That's a legal hold for police in New York, but it's illegal for civilians. But you don't got nobody around to check it. As a dumb subway security guard, talking about some damn cuffs. He's supposed to restrain, number one, the offensive person and the defensive person. Mm-hmm. Yep. Number one, he's supposed to restrain the defensive person. Talk to him first. You got to see what's going on with him. Mm-hmm. You got to make sure you talk to the defensive person because that's where you're going to get all your information from. You're not standing around talking about some cuffs and you witness somebody continually in legal locks strangle somebody to death. Of course, to learn to death, a 150-pound mental disturbed man with autism. Mm-hmm. Yep. You know what? Joe Biden and this man don't like each other. I see why Joe Biden don't like him. That man is a freaking asshole. Oh yeah, Joe Biden doesn't like Eric Adams. I know that. Mm-hmm. I know he don't. So Joe Biden, Mr. President, you're gonna try to get on an interview. If you don't like the man, Try to clean it up, guy, on social content. If you don't like him, now if you come back on the interview and say you don't got nothing against him, you lying. As president, no, you don't like him. But anyway, you can be politically correct all you want to. But all the things I've seen, you meet the man, stuff y'all had together, you don't like him. But I see why now. The man is a pompous, arrogant asshole. The man is a pompous, arrogant asshole. Every time I see the man, I get butterflies in my stomach. Not the good ones. Something about the man that I don't like. There's something going on with him. There's something about him I don't like. Every time I look at him, there's something about him. He's not telling you the full story. See why the president don't like him. I'm agree with that shit. I'm sorry. There's something about that man. There's something about him. When I have a feeling like that, I'm damn right. Man. So y'all be careful. People of New York. People of New York. Y'all be careful. We all vote into office. All right? I'm trying to sing nobody out. But there's some dark stuff about that person. Man. But all right. Man. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm not editing nothing. Really don't care. It can go all the way to Nepal. I don't really care anymore. Video. Oh, boy. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Yeah, I'm out.